Hello everyone, my name is Rebekah McCartney, and I'm going to be talking about the median voter theorem. Unless you have a lot of experience or an education in economics, economic principles or concepts can be pretty confusing. So today I want to discuss the median voter theorem, and my goal is to simplify the concept and hopefully make it easier to understand. The median voter theorem was first introduced by a man named Harold Hotelling in 1929. In his article titled Stability in Competition, he wrote, "The competition for votes between the Republican and Democratic parties does not lead to a clear drawing of issues and adoption of two strongly contrasted positions between which the voter may choose. Instead, each party strives to make its platform as much like the others as possible." 19 years later, in 1948, a Scottish economist named Duncan Black formulated and proved the concept of the median voter theorem. However, it wasn't until 1957 that the idea became more popular. It was then that economist Anthony Downs extended the existing ideas of the median voter theorem in his book titled An Economic Theory of Democracy. Now that you know how this theory came about, I'd like to define it. The median voter theorem states that within a majority rule voting system, when each voter votes for their ideal policy, the policy that wins will be the one preferred by the median voter. And the median voter is simply the one in the middle. In the example shown here, Sarah is the median voter because out of all of the other voters, half are on her left and the other half are on her right. In order to make the median voter theorem easy to understand, I've come up with a couple of examples. First off, you should know that the median voter theorem usually applies only when there is one dimension involved. For example, when voters are only voting on one issue. In this example, there are two kids, Jake and Katie, who live on the same block in a neighborhood, and they're trying to earn their own money by selling lemonade. And let's make a few assumptions first. Let's assume that all of the houses on the block are the same size and are evenly spaced apart, that the same number of people live in each house, that every person on the block will buy a cup of lemonade, and that both kids will sell the exact same lemonade for exactly the same price. Since all of these factors are the same, each customer will choose to buy lemonade from the lemonade stand closest to their house. In the first example, let's say that Jake and Katie are at opposite ends of the block. Therefore, they will each get half of the customers. Next, let's say that Katie moves her lemonade stand closer to Jake's. This means that Katie will end up with some of Jake's customers in addition to the ones she already had. Both kids can move as many times as they want and to whatever locations they want. However, it is in both of their best interests to stay next to each other in the middle of the block. This way, they both get the same amount of business and they appeal to the median customer. As mentioned before, the policy that wins in a majority rule vote is the one preferred by the median voter. Take, for example, a presidential election. Republicans and Democrats are on opposite ends of the spectrum. However, in an election, both Republican and Democratic candidates will base their campaigns on the preferences of the median voter. Well, I hope this presentation gave you the basic idea of what the median voter theorem is all about. Thanks for watching.